Good. When you're heading out the door right now, I will say the Zachem and the lever connector finally has started to even out a little bit more. Just keep in mind earlier, further away in Somerville, we did have a breakdown that did block the center lane. So naturally that caused some buildup. So you will start to see some more residual delays there. But once you get past all of that, as I mentioned, it evens out, especially as you're heading inside the O'Neill. Traveling in the opposite direction, better. Not going to be as busy right now, even further away to places like Stoneham and Wilmington for the most part. Still off to a really nice start. Last but not least, taking you right back to the expressway. Tends to be a little bit busier. Still the same situation, especially right by Freeport Street. Columbia Road will be the same. However, heading towards Braintree Split right now, a little bit better. Right now, if you have that later morning commute, once again, I want to take you right back to the expressway. It continues to be on the slower side, as you can tell, mostly heading into the city, of course. But as we get a look right by Freeport Street and getting closer to Columbia Road, this is what it's going to look like. I will say it has evened out at one point. It was crawling, but no longer the case, but still busy, as you can tell. So just give yourself that extra time no matter what. The opposite direction, better. So if you're heading southbound towards Braintree Split, much better situation. Those drive times will not look the same. They'll be a little bit lighter. Same thing too right outside of BU. So if you're traveling into the city on the Pike, busier as you get closer to the Prude Tunnel, nothing unusual there. If you're in the opposite direction, a little bit cleaner, smoother, but nothing compares to what we're seeing on Sturo. That commute is fantastic in both directions right now. Even some of those surrounding areas are going to depend. Just keep in mind that 93 is in recovery mode. We did have an earlier crash there, but everything is pretty much looking the same. Roughly about half an hour right now. Again, heading into the city. Opposite directions tend to be a little bit quieter. It's still looking pretty good, I will say, for the most part. As you're traveling southbound, could still use a little bit of work. So still a little bit busy here and there, especially as you get closer to Chelsea and Revere. But look at the opposite direction. Fantastic. Heading towards 128 and towards Linfield, no problems at all. So it still continues to be one of our better ones. The area that could use a little bit more work is going to be on the expressway. What else is new? Freeport Street, Columbia Road, Furnaceburg Parkway tends to be on the busier side, mostly as you're traveling northbound, as you can tell here. Even the opposite direction, though, heading towards Braintree Split right now has evened out a lot more. It's only going to take about 10 or 12 minutes. So good luck out there.
And now to today's top stories on this Tuesday morning. A man from Winthrop will be arraigned today accused of Police were called to an apartment building on Beacon Street Sunday morning. Officers found Jacqueline Berry suffering from a gunshot wound. She was taken to the hospital where she later died. And the U.S. conducting new strikes on Iranian missile launch sites and boats around the Strait of Hormuz. The U.S. claims the strikes were launched in self-defense and that the boats were trying to lay mines. This comes just hours after President Trump claimed negotiations were proceeding nicely between the U.S. and Iran. Landmark moment for labor, some calling it the largest private sector bargaining victory in nearly a century.
Polikseni.
Good morning. Yeah, drive times building up about 20 or 25 minutes already. One lane is currently blocked off out there, too. All taking place on 24, heading north very close to 140. 140 is also going to feel it as well. So if you're traveling in the opposite direction, better. Not going to see a lot of curiosity delays, really any at this point. Most of it is going to be where the crash is actually happening. Again, that's going to be on 24, heading northbound. As we get closer to the city, this is what you can expect. Now starting to see a little bit more movement on the Zachem. Love to see it. Nothing major taking place here. Some pockets of traffic. Eventually making your way inside the O'Neill tends to be a little bit easier for now. Eventually, we'll start to change a little bit more. But if you're in the opposite direction, that commute off to a good start, too. Good song. You got it while we're riding onto the stage in style.
Come on. Dorchester's own. You couldn't help just kind of bop along.
We were trying to figure out that Billy Idol song. We're like, are we going to recognize it? And then as soon as we heard it, we're bopping. We're bopping.
Of course. We're bopping. He's a living legend.
So good. I love
Congrats to all of them.
Congratulations.
On all the awards.
Yep.
All right, coming up next year on the news station, Summer Like